Hello there, and welcome to another episode of Regular Beer Reviews, where regular doesn't refer to the beers reviewed, but to the reviewer, myself. I'm Jesse, and I'm about to review a beer that I've never had before, and I've never seen. Well, I don't know, I've been seeing it last few weeks. I'm sure it's been around longer than that, maybe I just haven't paid attention, but this is Holy Mackerel Mackin Black. If I had noticed at the bottom here, I hate fruit beers. I hate fruit beers. And this says malt beverage fermented with pomegranate juice. So, I'm kind of disappointed right there. But, anyway, it does say, founded in Florida, small batch beers. So, I don't know, I do like that. Doesn't really say anything else on the bottle. Oh, it does say, it says, dark chocolate, barley, and roasted grains paired with American hops and Belgian yeast create a mouthful of flavors. But wait, that's not all. Add a hint of pomegranate juice, and what you have here is not your run-of-the-mill fruit beer. You've hit the mother load. And it says that also in the notes on Rate Beer, but it also says, at 8% ABV, this ale is suitable for aging 1 to 2 years, brewed by Florida Beer Company for Gordash Brewing. Which is funny because on Beer Advocate it says that this is the Holy Mackerel Brewing Company. Out of, it's, both sites say out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, but the names differ. So let me see here. This says, here it says, Holy Supervision of Holy Mackerel Brewing, LLC. It says brewed for and under the supervision of Holy Mackerel Brewing, Florida, at the Thomas Creek Brewery, Greenville, South Carolina. So I guess this isn't even brewed in Florida. It's brewed by Thomas Creek. So it's a contract brew. It's brewed for the Holy Mackerel Brewing, and which again, it's funny because it says Florida Brewing, but maybe it has different names. Obviously, being a contract brew, it's brewed by several different breweries, but this particular one was brewed at Thomas Creek. So, hey, I do like Thomas Creek. So, let's. Oh wait, did I read the number? I haven't even read the numbers on this beer yet, have I? Beer Advocate gives this a 79, which is just okay, and that's with 180 ratings. Rate Beer gives it a 94 overall, with a 43 for the style. The Bros give it 62, which is poor. It has an ABV of 8%, and has a year-round availability. And I already read the description and everything. Now, the reason why I picked this beer up is because it says Imperial Black Ale. Right there, Imperial Black Ale. I assumed it was going to be like a stout or something. And then, after I got it home and I actually got to looking at it, I realized pomegranate juice. And I thought, shit. But, hey, I'll drink it. What the hell. So guess better get this cracked open. Not really any smoke there. Rate Beer suggested to use a snifter for this beer, so that's what I'm going to do. Go ahead and get this poured here. Oh wow, that is black. I gotta say, from the color, it looks like a gorgeous beer. Oh God, never mind. I can smell the pomegranate from here. Woo! Oh, it's super fruity. I do not expect a beer that is gorgeous. That is a beautiful looking beer. Look at that. That looks delicious. Doesn't smell that way. Let's get an appearance on this. This is black. As black as it can be. I mean, black as the night. I'm not getting a bit of light through this. The carbonation sounds pretty moderate, but looks very light. I'm not seeing any bubbles streaming up at all. It's got about, I don't know, maybe 1.5, one finger head on there. Tan, very like a dark tan. That's like almost like a brown. I mean, that's a pretty dark head. Um, Actually looks pretty creamy though. The bubbles are rather small. Yeah, but again, I can hear it sizzling away. So let's get a nose on this. Okay, right up front is the pomegranate juice. I mean, I can smell it. Fruity, tangy. You know, it literally, this smells like pomegranate juice. Um, Definitely smell the roasted malts. Picking up on coffee malts, slight chocolate malts, a little bit of a smokiness there. Actually, quite a bit of smokiness there. I'm definitely picking up a good bit of smokiness. No hop character at all on the nose anyway. Smells actually kind of complex. I think that's just because the pomegranate juice throws this off so much from, I mean, what I usually drink. But definitely picking up on the roasted malts, very roasty, very, coffee, chocolate, maybe a little bit of caramel. Just those darker, roastier malts smells pretty smoky. Maybe getting some other dark fruit in there, some raisins, some prunes. Just gonna go on ahead and jump into this one. Not terrible. You can see the look on my face right now does make it look pretty bad, but it's not terrible. Roasty malts, like, right up front. It has that, like, kind of soy sauce flavor. Tastes, it really reminds me of soy sauce. Just when they roast the soybeans and the flavor it gives off. That's what some of these more unbalanced roastier beers kind of remind me of. This seems to be kind of unbalanced. There's no hop character whatsoever. Not really picking up on a lot of the pomegranate juice in the flavor. I'm really not. I'm just picking up on these really roasty, really dark, almost burnt malts. And, excuse me, kind of a sour tang. It reminds me a lot of soy sauce. Excuse me. Maybe picking up on a little bit of kind of the tangy fruitiness. It kind of reminds me of, not even pomegranate. Like, I would never, the smell, I can smell pomegranate. I drink that the palm juice. It's like in the weird, like, double bubble bottle. I'm not sure what. It's like kind of like an hourglass shape. But it looks more like an 8, kind of. I don't know. It's a weird shape, but I drink those all the time. That's what the smell reminds me of. That's what the aroma of this beer has. I smell pomegranate on top of like really roasty, dark, roasty malts. I smell the pomegranate. In the flavor, though, I'm just picking up on the really roasty malts and maybe like a hint, just a tinge of kind of this tangy fruitiness that could be contributed to pomegranate, I guess. However, I have to say this beer is kind of off-putting. It's not that great at all. Um, it's definitely, I don't want to say average because this is a unique beer, but yeah, I did a review for the hazelnut brown nectar. Um, from Rogue, and I didn't finish it. It's the only review I've done so far that I did not finish a beer in the review because I loved it and I wanted to savor it and you know, really enjoy the flavor. So I ended the review before I finished it, and I just sipped on it for, I don't know, about 15-20 minutes after that. This is one I'm probably not going to finish this review either, for the exact opposite reason. This is not that great of a beer. I mean, I'm going to finish it. I always finish. If I buy a beer, if I pour a beer, I'm going to finish that beer. But probably, I don't see me, this definitely isn't a gulper. This is kind of a, I'm going to sip on this for a while. I'm going to let it warm up. Maybe it'll get better. I don't know. But right now, I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10. If you see it, don't even pick it up. It's really not that good. It's unbalanced. In the flavor, you get a lot of those roasty malts, but they taste too burnt. The flavor reminds me, as I said, a lot of soy sauce. Excuse me. Not picking up on that pomegranate in the flavor really at all. Maybe just a little bit. Picking it up on the smell, but not in the flavor. This beer just isn't that great to me. You might love it. I mean, it's definitely a unique beer. It's definitely a different beer, but it's not that great. So again, excuse me, I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10 for Holy Mackerel Mackin Black Imperial Black Ale. If you see it, I would say don't pick it up. If you're really interested by it, you want to try it, then hell, I mean, you know, I can't stop you. Pick it up. But anyway, thanks for watching. Keep watching again in the future for more reviews, and Prost.